Hey guys, UH Mike here. Decided to see what makes this big old boy here tick. So, we're going to show you guys as well. This is a big old gaming computer. This thing's heavy. Get this out of the way. And let's see what we got. Whew. A lot of goodies in here. Put that over there. Ceramic cooling system. This was an expensive unit at one time. And I got it for 15 cents a pound. So let's pop these off real quick, see what's under this cover. A million plugs. Alright. Fan wire. Wow. This is actually a water-cooled system. See these hoses right here? It's actually a fluid that runs through here to keep this heat sink and everything cool. There's a little, this is the circulation pump. So yeah, these aren't cheap. A little dirty. It's not really good for a gaming system. See, we got a little drain here to cool it out. It's almost like a central air deal, where you would charge it and uncharge it. So we'll put that over here. Let's see what we got here. Got some big time memory. Surprisingly, it's only 1 gigabyte, so it's not really that big. And there's 4 of them, so that's only 4 gig. Huh. So these are pretty much worthless. The only trick to these, and I think I've shown you before, is this is like $6 a pound to sell it like this. But you take this little shield off, like that. Take this little shield off, like that, and you pop this memory out of there. Ugh. It's going to give me a hard time. And what's interesting on these, it'll come off in one shot, I don't know. But it's just glued on there. So that's aluminum. That's aluminum. This is aluminum. When you pull the strip off, the chips that are supposed to be on here are on here. So these I just take off, and these are just RAM BGA chips. They have a lot of gold content in them. So I'll pop them off. I'll throw the rest of it in with my aluminum, and then the rest of it here, I'll throw this whole stick in to recover the gold off of it. So I don't think I've get too many with the solid gold on it like that. I usually get them with the fingers on them. Give me 1 second, guys. So usually they're like that. They have like a little finger where that one's solid. So it's still the same thing. It's still, you know, if the chips are on there, I could sell it for $16 a pound, but I'll just process this one. Call it done. What else we got here? Kind of like to see what the CPU looks like. But I don't know if I can get to it or not. Sometimes computers are real easy to take apart, and other times they're not. This here is just extruded aluminum. Got some big video cards in it. That's a video card. I think thing is humongous. And of course somebody was tinkering because it looks like the screws might be stripped out on it. I just don't have the right tool. I think what I'm going to do is make like a little live stream to where I'm just doing something. I'm not really going to pay attention to the comments or anything like that. Just give you guys an idea of the crap I go through every day. Between working and people bugging me on the phone all day. I'm not going to say who that is, but they live in Texas. So, if I used the right tool for this, I probably would have done by now. Alright. I wanted to take this off and show you. That's why I want to do like a live stream so you can just see as I go along here what the process is. I have all those computers I want to get done. I scheduled a trip for Ohio. Aha! Sneaky. For I'm thinking next Wednesday. I got all those small computers that I've had in videos. I got those all done. I got the pile of spaghetti done from yesterday's video. And I got all those circuit boards, or those motherboards, all cleaned up. Took the CPUs out of them, the memory, battery, all the other little odds and ends. Jeez, what's going on here? Try to show you guys something that takes 3 hours. But yeah, I worked down here till 4 o'clock this morning. Got up at 7. Was on the road at, I don't know, 9 o'clock. Had to do another scrapyard run, try to make more room. Alright. I really got a bad habit of throwing things, which I've been told. So, there's the inside of it. So, this is copper aluminum. You pull this board off and then all your chips and everything will be under there. And then you have the gold fingers there too. So there's 2 of these in there. So that's cool. It's actually held in by 2 of these clips. Yeah, if I do a live stream of just me working, because I know I'm going to be on camera, that was a different version of it, but that's also a video card. And this last one here is going to be your soundboard, your sound card. But that one actually is all gold plated, you know, underneath here. I just cleaned my bench, so now I don't know where any of my tools are. They're all in this bucket here, but if you look where I scraped it right there, on the top, right by my finger, trying to get a little glare on it, there's a little bit, but that's all gold plating under there. So if I took all this stuff off of this board and soaked this coating off of here, that's all gold plating. Or I could sit here like an idiot of the day and scrape it off. Right there, by my finger. Come on, light. Where is it? Oh, it's right there. Right there. You can see the gold in it. So, that's pretty cool. I got a lot of those too, it's just the time consuming. So, then the rest is just the motherboard, and for this being a gaming system, one. It don't have a very good CPU in it, or does it? Let's see. No, it don't. So this is just a crappy CPU. Oh, maybe not. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to have to look that one up. Core 2 Extreme. So yeah, that might be worth some couple of dollars. So we won't throw that Mickey XOXO. We'll just put that over here. There you go. Alright. So the rest of the guys is just the motherboard. It's red board. Unfortunately, it's a red, so it's an aftermarket, so it's the value for the board itself is not worth much. And then it has a couple of DVD drives, power supply, and wiring. And unfortunately, it looks like most of the value is in these two cards right here, and you know and the memory stick wherever I threw that at. You know, there's 4 of these, so you know, I mean, there's a lot of gold content there. So that's probably what I'll end up doing with that. But the rest of it is now just basically a regular computer. I'm kind of shocked. But I got another big one over there. So I'm going to pull that one apart. And maybe I'll do that one tomorrow for you guys. So, I guess that's about it. I've been really working my butt off trying to get stuff done. But it all adds right back up. Anybody need a fan? I got a lot of fans. At least 1,017 of them. Here. So, yep. So I still have a lot to do. I got all of these done. They're all clean. These are ready to go to Ohio. So I just have to tie them up in bundles, which I don't have to, but I do because it's easier to handle them. And I'm actually going to rent a U-Haul trailer to take all this stuff, because my truck is too small. And I don't want to drag old Bessie that far. So, ouch. Yes, there's my ouch for the video. And then these are all the same boards. The tote underneath there is the same boards. And that pile there is the same boards. So, I did make a little room here. So I could bring in my barrels. Get them out. We're supposed to get some rain, I think, tonight or tomorrow. So I didn't want them to get wet. But the 11 you see and the 9 you see, that's the weight of them empty. So when I go to the scrapyard, they just automatically deduct that, you know, so they don't have to weigh it up, empty it, throw it back on the scale. So it's already weighed. So I might even work on these here just to get these out of here. That'll give me a little bit more room to spread the barrels around. And it's another beautiful day here. And once again, I'm hiding in the shop. Here's a pile of laptops. Anybody want a laptop? So, but that's what's going on. My last video, Mickey said that there was a pink box. So I've looked around, and the only thing I see pink is this thing, which is a laptop. So I don't know if that's what she saw. I'm sure she'll comment on it if it was. But that's the only thing pink down here that I see. This is that other system right here. I don't even know how the cover comes off of this stupid thing. But I like the look in it. Oh, wait a minute, guys. Oh, here we go. Well, it's not water cooled. Unfortunately, wow, 6 sticks of RAM. In these computers, I always look for RAM. Because those are your most money makers. Is your RAM, your CPU, and your slot cards. And the rest is just, you know, is what it is. But those are the 3 things I look for when I'm buying them off of people. Thankfully, nobody's been really bringing me anything because I ain't got no room until next week. So let me see if these are a DDR. Nope. Just crappy memory. If they're DDR1, DDR2, they're a higher grade of memory. They actually have a higher content of gold in them. So I have, like I said, a bunch. I don't know if I want to sell them or pull all the chips, like this pile here. Pull all the chips off, cut the gold off, send the chips to my refiner, have him refine it for me. But I mean, I have them all over the place. They're scattered everywhere. Plus, all of these have memory in them. You know, all these. This server right here probably has 8 to 16. It's probably got more than that because it had 6 hard drives in it. So that might have, you know, a lot of memory in it. And then I had another bucket somewhere. Oh, right here. Then all this. Yeah, this is all the same. This is like 8 pounds right here. So I just had to figure out, you know, the numbers on it, how to get one of my refiners and see what they suggest, see what they say. So, alright guys, I babbled long enough. I just made this long so Mickey could whine about it being so long. But I will talk to you guys later. I'm not really impressed with this here, except for those 3 items in the memory. The rest is pretty much just junk. So, I will think about trying to do that live stream. I don't want to do it on my phone, so I'll either do it, just hook up my web camera to my laptop here, so I can keep it running, or, you know, I'll figure something out. But I really don't want to do it on here. So, I will talk to you guys later. Once again, I appreciate all your support. You guys have been awesome. I know I've been lagging on YouTube. I'm just trying to get some work done. I've had a few people other than Mickey, you know, wonder where I'm at, or like I was in one live stream this morning, and that was, or two today, and that was it. So I'll get back into it. I just want to knock this pile down a little bit and get as much done as I can for next week, and then once next week comes, I can slow down a little bit, and you'll have more time for. I won't have to work 14 hours a day. I can actually start at 7 and quit at 6 or whatever, 5. So, thanks again, guys. You're all awesome. I will talk to you soon.